Hey, welcome everyone to USA Crypto Group. Today we have DogeTrust for this AMA session. DogeTrust is a decentralized charity token with utilities and is backed by big influencers. As always, this AMA session is for educational purposes only. This is not financial advice, and there's no commitment to the team. With that, I'd like to welcome Crypto C's from the team. Crypto, if you can start out introducing yourself, talk about your team, as well as you guys' experience in the crypto space.
Definitely, man. I'll start with the team first because this is Wizard and Diamond Disco's project. I'm actually an investor who pretty much got promoted to admin and became part of the team. But Wiz has been in crypto for a few years. He's an absolute beast. He's always working in the background, lining up partnerships. Also buying back and burning over 120 BNB bought back and burnt. So yeah, very, very hard, dedicated team. We are focused on charity, but that was as of launch. So now we are incorporating utilities as well. So as far as an introduction for myself, my name is Caesar. I go by Crypto C's. I've been in this space since late 2020. I was lucky enough to get involved in some big projects. I invested in Doge under a penny before it went to 70 cents. And then I was able to get into, FEG, SafeMoon, GMR, Bitrise, some really, really solid projects that have done hundreds, if not thousands of X's. So I'm not new to this space. I've seen what it takes for these projects to go to those heights. Generally it starts with community, and one thing that I've noticed about this project with DogeTrust, when I came on board as an investor, I just got involved with the community and saw what was going on, joined the VC and just kind of, started soaking it in and asked some questions. And then, I got promoted to admin just based on, kind of talking and showing that I have some experience and whatnot. So I started helping out and, every day it seems like it just grows and grows, as far as the dedication. A lot of people know that I'll stay up till 4 or 5 a.m., wake up 8, 9 a.m. I'm always in the chats. I'm always, working, making sure that, everything is going smooth. So yeah, I started off as an investor. Now I'm pretty much, I guess you could say like the team lead. Wiz is the developer along with Diamond Disco, who is Doxxed as well. And we have several admins. You can see them in here. Madman, Chris, we got KB in here. We have King Sure, we have Felix, Mike, Queen Shanice, Crypto Nike, Crypto KB, Alex from DeFi Defenders. It's actually one of my teammates from my company, Crypto Cord. Several of the team members in here, admins. We have like 40 something admins. So we like to see who's active in the chat, who's actually pushing the project, who's, remaining positive, who's rating, who's shilling. It's truly a community ran project. There's a team behind it and we're focusing on building utilities and things like that. But that's how I got started. That's an introduction on how I kind of came into the crypto world and how I got involved with this project. And like I said, it's just, every day it seems to go more and more. I get more and more enveloped. Like I said, we started off as a charity token. That's all. And then just based on, hanging out in the voice chats and talking with community members, also talking with Super Connector and Murda, who are two influencers that back us. It's not their project, but they back us. So it's pretty much like free marketing. They've done a lot of deals for us, partnerships, gotten us free ads. So just, over the course of all those things, we're now developing two utilities, one on the charity side, trying to make charity easier with crypto. And then also on the open market side, where we're trying to develop an app for our actual platform, like a podcast app. So a lot more development will be released on that. But I guess, that's how we got here now.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Crypto C's, for the introduction. It's actually pretty amazing. So you stated that you were just an investor and got promoted to an admin, and now you say you consider yourself as a project lead. Would you say that you're like the CEO of the place? Are you part of the core team? Do you make decisions Do you have influence on the directions of the projects currently, Cease?
So I'm pretty much working hand in hand with Wiz, the developer. I've shown how dedicated I am, not only with time, but also, I've definitely bought quite a bit in this project myself. It's definitely supporting from both ends of the spectrum. So I wouldn't say I'm the CEO. I would say more so I'm the I wouldn't say the face, but like just I guess the inspiration almost. A lot of people look to me for inspiration because of the time and dedication that I put in, and also just helping everything smoothly run. I feel like a chicken with its head cut off at points because there's so many things going on, but we have a wonderful admin team that I'm delegating things to. So as far as marketing decisions, as far as advising the project, like I said, I've been in big projects. I've been in this space for some time, so I kind of know what to look for and what not to look for. Being in so many projects and vetting thousands of projects, I've seen what's been done right, what's been done wrong. So that's really my role as far as handling the marketing. We don't want to do the typical marketing pushes. Just relying on callers and things that just are outdated and don't work. The space moves very fast. I'm sure you guys know that. There was times where CMC, recently added coins. You can easily make like a 5x, 10x. That phased out. There was a KuCoin phase, and I think we're in a caller phase right now that's getting phased out. It's showing, less and less volume. So my goal really is with marketing to make sure that we're hitting spots that are not normally, touched upon. So that's what I'm devising now, which is the reason why we're here. This just happened maybe about a week and a half ago that I had talked with Wiz, and pretty much put me in charge of that. So we had our first AMA last Wednesday. And then we had a second one Thursday. We had a third one Friday. This is our fourth one, and we have about 3 others planned this week. So I'm the type of guy to go hard or go home. So yeah, as far as marketing, advising, and community building, I know what it takes to build a good community. I've been a part of them. I've been inspired by people in these big projects. So I'm not doing anything new. I'm just I'm following pretty much what I've seen done before. Success leaves clues. So as far as those aspects, that's pretty much what my role is. Also, of course, making sure admins are being active and pushing and things like that.
That's a pretty amazing story. So you were just an investor, and now you became pretty much one of the leaders of the project. I think that speaks volumes as far as what the project's about. Now, to be honest with you, I have not gotten to know your community yet. But that tells me that you saw something in the community, in the team as well, for you to even put out the work or the efforts that you have been working now represent the team. That speaks a lot, man. So I'm pretty sure the team is grateful, but also blessed, because I think you are a very good representative for the team and very well spoken yourself. So I think that's an amazing story to hear. Now, have you always been working with this developer Wiz the whole time?
No. I heard about this through the grapevine. It went from 1.5K to 300K. So obviously that garners some attention, and a lot of people are talking about it. So let's go see what it's about. When I first looked at it was charity. I like to do charitable things. So I kind of just got a feel for it and said, I'll buy some. And, moon or dust, it's a charity project. So I feel like I'll be helping out regardless. But then, just joining the community and talking with them, and then getting into voice chat and getting a feel for what was going on is when I decided to invest more and started to put a little bit more time in. I'm pretty sure it was like the first or second day that I got promoted to admin, so anyone really, we have a cap on admins, but anyone really can become an admin. You just have to prove yourself and show that you're being active, you're being positive. And, we say it all the time. We don't worry about the chart. The chart's going to handle itself. When you have a good community that pushes, a team that's constantly working, there's always just that we're one catalyst away from, going parabolic. And I've been in projects. Bitrise, I was actually giving someone an example because they were worried about the chart, where I had got in and it went up, went like 8, 10x, and then it came back all the way down almost to entry price from where I had started. So it was almost a 98% retracement. And then from there it went 2000x, so I've seen the same similar qualities I've seen in some of these big projects. I've seen a diehard community. I've seen people that were worried about the future more so than just the present. They weren't worried about quick gains. Of course, you have those people in the space, and right now the space is kind of it's in a state of disarray. So I was looking for a home, honestly. If I'm being honest, I was looking for somewhere where I could really just dig in and provide the resources I know how to provide my experience, provide my expertise. So yeah, that happened. It happened really, really quickly. I became an admin, and then just said, hey, look, we're going to start developing utilities once we started talking with some members, and this is going to be a long-term project. So long-term projects I know how to hold. I know how to hold projects that have vision. I know how to hold projects that have hardworking teams. I know how to hold projects that have good communities. That's how I was able to get those 100Xs, 1000Xs. I have a lot of people that also got into those projects I got into, and they didn't make nowhere near as much as what I made because they were worried about a quick dollar. They're worried about quick flips, and they took a 3, 5X to this project, to this one, and then eventually burnt out. Most of them are not even in the space anymore, and they don't think they can make money, or it's just because of that mentality. So when I saw that, and then yeah, that's when I decided to step up and say, hey, I'll be those leaders I saw in those other projects, and we're gonna push this forward, no matter what. Either you're with us, or and you'll enjoy the Moon mission, or you'll watch. It's gonna happen, because when we have this many pushing together with a common goal, and we're not gonna stop developing. You know what I mean? We're not gonna stop pushing. So it's just a matter of time till the chart catches up.
Awesome, brother. 100%. Now, Cease, sorry I keep going back to you, but because I think the story is pretty amazing that you were just an investor. Now one of the leaders in the project. With a guy with your caliber, you could have easily started a project yourself. I guess the question is, what do you see in the team, and what did you see in the community that made you decide to stay or made the decision to be committed to this project?
Well, first off with the team, I definitely got to say, like, Wiz is an absolute animal. I've never seen a project buy back and burn more tokens than this one, and it's just such a short period of time, 120 BNB for a stealth launch. And then also just the good willingness of the project. What reeled me in the beginning is what a lot of people did that are probably no longer here. Because they did have Tommy Chong on the VC. So celebrities on VC was one of the headlines, and it's something that's going to continue as the project grows. I'm a huge Tommy Chong fan. I don't know. I know this is USA Crypto, so I'm sure a lot of people know about Cheech and Chong. We also had Crypto Messiah on there. What's up, Cord? We also had Crypto Messiah on there. So, like, originally I was there because of the hype. Like, you hear the hype through the grapevine. That's how things travel in this industry. But it's your job. Like, my job, honestly, like what I've done for investing the last 2 years is I've vetted projects inside and out. I don't just take a few things and invest. Like, I will invest. I will vet the team. I'll vet their audits. I'll vet their, when these things mattered, because audits and doxing really don't matter as much as they used to. But I'll go through every single thing. I'll go through the long-term use cases and things like that. So when I approached this project, at first it was at, a 30,000 foot glance. And then I got to get the feeling of it and talking with the community. And even on that first day, second day, when I was made admin, I was like, all right, cool. This is a good project. Let me support it. And just like I said, every single day, it just kind of added up. And then we have people like, Crypto Cord and Crypto KB, Jade Prince, Lady Ninja. There's so many people. Like, we had like 13 people doxed on the VC. And I think that really like lit a fire under me too. It was like, I've never seen that. And I know my instinct has made me a lot of money in this space because of noticing when something is unique. And I've never seen that. I've never seen a community that's comfortable enough to dox themselves like that as a community. And I'm doxed on YouTube, and I'm doxed to my students because I teach Forex and I teach crypto. So I'm on Zoom, but I've never doxed in a Telegram, and we all doxed on Telegram, like 13 of us. So That really pushed me like to be like, okay, let me see everything that I can do. Let me give it my all with this project, because I believe in doing good. You know, we've already donated to the Save the Children and the Rainforest Foundation, but also believe, you know, in crypto, you've got to make your investors happy as well. And I know with a good community, with a good team, that's possible here to not only do good, but for people to make money as well. So really, that's what made me, you know, kind of get into this as hard as I have and continue pushing. That's what continues to drive me with this project, is that we're so early. You know, we're super, super early. It's like, what, 3 weeks now? Not even a month old. And we're already developing 2 different utilities. We're already donating, you know, X amount of dollars to different charities. And we just made an announcement today that we're supporting another project that's donating money for kids for Halloween costumes. So we're actually going to match their donation. So, you know, in the future, we could be the go-to charity protocol, you know, which doesn't necessarily have to benefit our pockets, but benefits our goodwill, you know. So, I mean, it's a real combination of everything that I've been saying as to why I decided to push this project this hard and become pretty much the team lead.
That's amazing, brother. That's really amazing to hear, especially from an investor as to where you're at today. Definitely can sense your passion, your commitment to the team. So that's actually very, very cool to see. Hey, what's up, Crypto Court? Good to see you, brother.
Hey, man, thanks for having me. Just here to show support to my family, DogeTrust, my brother C's. And yeah, this is not a normal project. This goes beyond community. This is family. Unreal things have happened already. 13 admins docs, like C said, had Tommy Chung and Crypto Messiah in the VC. Yeah, it's not a normal project. And I'm just here to show my support. I like to show face. This is the only project I've ever doxed in because I'm that passionate about it. And that's why I like to come on and dox myself, just to show support. But thanks for having me.
Yeah, Crypto Core, appreciate it, brother. I mean, appreciate you being here as well. Now, are you an admin? What is your position in the project?
Yeah, I'm an admin. I'm an admin. I'm an investor. Yeah, I just help keep the community hyped, stay pumped, and just try to help in any way, you know.
Well, I appreciate you being here because, you know, oftentimes, mostly admins are being paid like, you know, $50 a week, etc. So it's nice to see an admin like yourself coming here, vouching for the project, doxing yourself on the cam. So I think that speaks volume as far as your community and what you think of the team as well. So I appreciate you being here, brother.
Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah. So back to Tommy Chong and other influencers that you had mentioned. Definitely, I think being a USA crypto group, we have seen the movie. Chi and Chong's 100% for sure. And Crypto Messiahs and other people that you listed on the website there. For those that may not be familiar with those characters, Crypto Seeks, could you speak on those people really quick? Because you guys do have those guys on your website there.
Yeah, so I mean, Cheech and Chong, they're stoners, you know, they're potheads, however you want to claim it. They've been comedians and actors for decades, 3-4 decades, like 70s, 80s. So I mean, I grew up. A lot of people in my family. I'm from California, so a lot of people in my family smoke, and I mean, in general, I think a lot of people in the U.S. just, you know, a lot of them smoke. So. That's you know, that's where they come from. And Tommy Chong does a lot with crypto now. He does NFTs and things like that. So he's involved in crypto. But he also likes to do good. You know, he has a charity that we're going to donate to called A Place Called Home, and it helps inner city kids in South Central LA, which I was born in San Bernardino, which is close to LA. It can be a rough place depending on where you're at. So he likes to give back to where he's from. And we're going to be donating to that charity. So that's part of the thing that we're going to be doing too. Any celebrities we have on or guests we have on our podcast, which in the future will be on our own app, we're going to donate to a charity of their choosing. So not only are we going to have them on, you know, talk about their career, talk about crypto, current events, you know, kind of hang out. we're also going to donate to a charity of their choice at the end, kind of tying in everything we do, all in one, which I think is powerful. Tommy Chung has been on quite a few different VCs and with other projects, and he said with us, he can't wait to come back. It was different. So it's awesome to hear that. We're trying to handle his charity right now because they don't accept crypto. So that's part of the things that, one of the things that I'm doing is working on that utility with charity to make it easier for those charities who don't accept crypto to accept it. So that's something I'm in talks with right now of getting some API and a DApp made and things like that. So hopefully I have an announcement about that. And then of course, Crypto Messiah. Most people should know Crypto Messiah. He was a mailman, and then he made over $20 million as a Shiba investor. One of the unique things though about that VC was not only did we hear from Tommy Chong about a new upcoming Cheech and Chong movie, which, might be an exclusive that was just said on DogeTrust. So if you were there, you kind of got exclusive info. But also Crypto Messiah went through his whole story of how he even found crypto. He was talking about some cartoon frogs, probably some NFTs or some weird looking things. And he kind of went through the rabbit hole and saw some charts and, then he found crypto, and then he talked about Shiba. He talked about how he got into Shiba and had some pump initially, and then it died like 3 times. And then he talked about how he was targeting Elon, and then Elon tweeted, and they went to billions of dollars, which was insane. So we got like a bio of Crypto Messiah, and it's actually on my YouTube, on DeFi Defenders YouTube, but it's uploaded in our chat. So I can shoot that in the chat, or if someone, one of the admins wants to go in our chat, grab it and throw it in USA Crypto Group so people can view it when they want. It's pretty impactful, especially if you're in crypto. Crypto Messiah's story. I felt like it felt like everyone became closer with not only Tommy Chong but also Crypto Messiah just being on that VC, and that's something powerful, just by being there. So that's a little backstory about Tommy Chong and Crypto Messiah and how they're on our VC.
Yeah, definitely. That's a beautiful story about cryptocurrency, right? Crypto that became millionaires, $20 million, right, off Shiba Inu. So it is possible. So hearing stories like that, it gives people hopes, right? But I think it's for the first time that actually crypto, the blockchain, levels the playing field for everyone. It does not matter whether you're a mailman, whether you flip burgers, does not matter. You put in the work. You work with the right people, you'll get there, right? But unfortunately, the space right now is a little fucked up a bit. But people like you guys, people like us, I think hopefully in the near future, we can clean the space up a little bit better than right now. So right now, I think the trust has been lost a bit, right? So with that topic, Crypto Court, apparently your name is DogeTrust, right? You guys are making a very a statement that you guys want to put out there. What does that mean for you guys?
Trust, obviously in this space, trust is not common, like you were just saying. So, that embodies what what we want to bring. I didn't make the name, like I said. I joined after launch and everything. So this is Liz's project, but he has a very big heart. He's dealing with some family stuff right now, but he has a very big heart, and he wants to give back to charity. He wants to do good in this space. So in order to do that, you have to have trust. You have to have honesty. You have to have transparency. So if you go on our website, you'll see our donations: the 2 ETH to save the children, the 2 ETH for the Rainforest Foundation. You'll also see our donation wallet. So, in order for us to achieve that mission long term, we're going to have to build that sense of trust. And, if it's anything that I know in this space is that you can't really trust. I wouldn't say you can't trust anyone, but you have to be very picky with who you trust, because everyone is going to tell you what you want to hear. Even in the real world and business world, people are going to tell you what you want to hear. And what you need to focus on is their actions. Just like, we're doing exactly what we said. We're on this AMA. We have other scheduled market. We're donating to these charities that we're stating. We're following up with our words, and over time, people will see that they'll build the trust on their own. Like if you've heard of us and you're watching us and you're waiting for an entry, we're on a dip right now, so good one. But pay attention to us. Look at our actions. Actions speak louder than words. And a lot of people in this industry like to use words and like to use hype. We're the opposite of that. You know, we tell everyone, like, when they come into our chat, new members, we welcome them. And we're always telling them, you know, hey, push the project. If you invested, work for your bag. Go on Twitter, help us trend. We have a lot of things set up to make it easy for our members to help us trend into raid. We have a raid group with auto hot tweets and things like that. So, you know, in order for us to do to convey that trust, you know, that's within our name, we have to keep doing what we're doing. We have to do what we say. You know, we're not just one of those projects that, hey, we're going to do this and then never follow up on it and brush it under the rug and just make new announcements and this and that. Everything, I'm pretty sure everyone that's in here and in our community can say, hey, everything that we said we're going to do, we're doing. You know what I mean? We're developing these utilities. We're working on marketing. You know, we're scheduling AMAs. You know, obviously we're here. So it's a name and it's a word, but it doesn't mean anything if we don't act upon it. So, you know, that's what I pride ourselves on, is that we're actually acting on what we're saying. You know, we're gonna deliver on what we're saying.
100%. So I think it's actually. Oh, go ahead, Crypto Court. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I just wanted to add to that I think that's the main utility for the blockchain, is transparency and being decentralized and having trust. And that's what we represent.
Yeah, I think just talking to you guys for a bit in the private chat and seeing you guys, especially 13 admins, team members, Doxxed. So I think you guys are reflective of the name Trust 100%. I just have not done a project where you have that many team members fully Doxxed like this. So it's incredible to see in the space. And I think it's actually needed in order for the space to start turning around, right? To really differentiate what are the real people out there, what are the projects are committed to the projects, right? Not just a couple weeks or not a month, but, you know, really committed to the project. And that I feel like it's hard to see I don't know, it's just tough right now. And hopefully, you know, you guys are one of those people that can help turn the space around a bit. All right, so let's go into the basic stuff now. I appreciate you guys giving the introductions and talk about you guys' background and all those nice things. Let's go into the project. When was it launched?
It was launched on the 25th of September.
Okay, so September 25th. Now, how was it launched?
It was a stealth launch at 1.5K. All-time high is 774K. So I did some massive X's for those that were in the beginning. I'm on, not unfortunately, but I would have loved to have been earlier. You know, everyone would. I was in the second 4-hour candle. I'm looking at my chart now. So I wasn't in that launch, but I was in fairly early.
So stealth launch at 1.5K, currently at, let me pull it up really quick. We are at 80,000K at the moment. Looking at the chart, it looks like right now, it's pretty stable right now. Looks like this may be the bottom of it here. So it's been around for around, 2 weeks?
I would say about 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Okay, 3 weeks. Oh, okay. And you guys are pushing marketing. You guys been doing AMAs. You have a few lineup as well. Awesome. Now, so what makes you guys, now a lot of people looking at the market conditions right now and they say, you know what, why are these guys pushing the marketing at this moment? What would you say to that?
I mean, you've got to continue progressing. You got to keep on pushing, you know, especially in this climate. You know, you've got to show people that you're working hard. You got to show that you're constantly involved and you're in the trenches with the community. If you're not doing those things, then people are just going to flake off. You know, people are going to fall off. And, you know, it's unfortunate the market right now and the state it is. But CZ has one of the best quotes. And this is something that, like, I applied before I even heard the quote. But the bull market has a lot of noise. The bear market is where good projects shine. So, yeah, I mean, it may not be favorable right now, but if you try to launch in a bull market, yeah, you might have some good gains, but you also might not be as apt to what's the word I'm looking for, producing those results, because it comes so easy. I was in the bull market and it was crazy. I was investing in crazy things. I had no utility and no business going 500% an hour after you invested, but they did. So in the bear market, you truly see the hardworking teams. You see the projects that are going to be long term. Some are fortunate to launch right before a bull market. But those projects that are surviving the bear market and thriving in the bear market, which is where I believe we're going to be, because we're not on a campaign here to, pull the wool over investors' eyes like all these other projects are doing. We're actually keeping it genuine. We don't tell people to buy or cry later or none of that stuff. We say, hey, look at the work we're going to put in, and eventually the chart's going to reflect that. And the more people we get that that step up, I'll take my blessings on this. I was actually told by another AMA host that you got to accept it, because I'm a very gracious person. I don't have an ego, and I don't like taking on like titles and things like that. But I've inspired several people within the community to step up. People that will dox themselves like Crypto Cord, or will take initiative in the chat, and over time that community, our community, or a community that does that during a bear market, bull market, whatever, doesn't matter in the long run. There's going to be massive growth, because all it takes is that one catalyst. Like I was saying, it could be anything, and you're at a new all-time high, right? Another new all-time high. But it really does start with community. All these big projects that have lasted long-term and hit large market caps and survived is because of community. There's been ones that have spiked and hit, high all-time highs, and they're struggling now because they don't have a community to go off of. They went off of hype, they went off of utility, or they had a bull market, and now they're trying to do it reverse. Now they're trying to build a community when, you got to do that at the beginning. So my answer to that is we're going to prove everyone wrong. Like right now, like you said, in this space, it needs a lot of saving. So I'm not a hopeful person. I'm more of like, hey, we're going to get this done no matter what. Either you join us for the ride or you don't. But we're not going to stop working. We're not going to let anything get to us. We had to deal with FUD. We had to deal with market conditions. We have to deal with G's and selling early and this and that. All those things make you more battle hardened. All those things make you just want to push even more. And the more that the community embraces that, the sooner that the chart will reflect it. And I see it happening. Every day that I log on, I see someone that has been active or seen around. Now they're pushing hard. And like it's gonna transcend upon everyone else. I see a guy named Muskie in here that I'd seen around, and he started pushing harder recently, and Felix. And every time I go on Twitter, I'm seeing someone I've never seen their name. I'm like, hey, is this person in our community? Is this person in our Telegram? Because we have a tip bot where we can just send tips to people, and that's what we do when we see good work and we see them active. We like to reward them directly, and sometimes they're not even in the chat. Like they're part of the community, and they're pushing, and they're not even a part of that chat. So it just shows like the impact that we're having. So the less we focus on the chart and market conditions, and the more we focus on what we can control, which as a community is being supportive, being active, constantly pushing, rating, shilling. And as far as the team is constantly developing, progressing, and looking for new ways to push the project further. It doesn't matter what the market conditions are. Again, I'll go back to Bitrise. Bitrise, I called out and they invested in July 13th, 2021. It had a little initial pump and then dipped below my entry, so it was actually negative. I doubled down on it and I held it based on what I seen and what I felt, and that was during a bear market, because that was after Bitcoin had come crashing down, and all these large projects, Safe Moon, and all of them were down 60, 70, 80%. And that's when I got into that project. And from July of last year to March of this year, $75 investment went to $189,000. So I know patience. I know how these things work. I've been involved in them before, and that's the same thing I'm looking to do here. One major breakthrough is all it takes. Like I said, we're working on utility that could help us, but none of that matters if we don't have that community. So building in a bear market is you've got to be community oriented. You could have everything else, but without community, I think it will not survive a bear market and be able to see the bull market and get the gains that it deserves.
Very well said. Very well said. And if you guys look around, and if you look at Shiba Inu or Doge Inu, Dogecoin, the key factor is the community, right? The dynamic within the team, and the community. I would say that is probably one of the most crucial aspects of the project. And like you said, a lot of projects do not recognize that, and they do the opposite, right? They really go promote, it's going to hit 100x within a week, 100x within 3 weeks. And what happened is that it's just pushing that chart. It goes up, it goes down, and that's done. So I think for you to recognize that, the importance of the community, and approach it the proper way, you're a smart man. You guys, that's the way to do it. Community is very important, 100%. Yeah, so great job on that. And I think that's really differentiate what the projects, or a short-term project and a long-term project, is when you see a project that actually continue to develop right through the hard times and keep pushing that utility, keep building that community, not just in the good times only, right? So you guys dissect that, and you guys can differentiate what are the good people behind it and what are the good projects out there versus the bad ones. So that's actually a key factor when I look at the project.
100%, man. Everyone wants to be a part of something when it's going good. How many people want to be a part of something when it's not going, constantly going up? And everyone in this industry obviously wants all-time high after all-time high after all-time high, but it's not realistic, I think it's more so just to deal with human emotion, like the microwave mentality. No one wants to put in the work, but they want the results. So when I approach things, I'm very much into like motivation, self-help, and things like that. And you've got to fall in love with the process in order to enjoy the results. Just like think of a lion. The lion enjoys the hunt, loves the hunt. If you focus on just, eating prey, it's probably not going to catch anything, but it enjoys the hunt. So like, in order to get to that end goal, you've got to fall in love with the process. And this is part of the process, man. If it was easy, everyone would do it. Every single project would moon. Everyone would do 100x, 1000x. And 99% of them do not. That 1% knows what to do. And I've been fortunate enough to be in quite a few of those 1% projects. So I know what it looks like. I know what it feels like. I get the sense of it. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Awesome, brother. Awesome. All right, Crypto C's. Now let's go into the tax breakdown. What do you guys have going on there? And what are the allocations too?
Yes. So right now we have our sell tax higher, and we have our buy tax lowered just because of the current situation, the market situation, and to help entice new buyers to come in at a lower price, because we are going to lower our taxes as the market cap increases. But our base tax is 12% buy, 12% tax. 5% of that is going to charity. 100% of that collected tax will be used for donating to good causes. Like I said, we've already made a few donations. We plan on making, I think, 2 this week. And again, helping the kids get costumes for Halloween, which I think is huge. We just had an announcement on that. 6% for marketing. So obviously this is going to help, spread the awareness of the brand, keep our name out there, allow us to do multiple AMAs weekly, reach out to influencers. In the long run, we do plan on getting a professional digital marketing company, which you don't see a lot of crypto projects do. And the ones that do are in tens and hundreds of millions of dollars. So, like I said, we're not going to be targeting, the audience that's just badgered over and over. They're burnt out. You know what I mean? So 6% to marketing. Also that is at random being done with buybacks and burns as well. Over 120 BNB has been bought back and burned. Our burn wallet is I think it's the top 1 or 2 wallets. I'm not sure. And then we have 1% liquidity, which obviously adding to liquidity over time will help stabilize price and also allow for more liquid trading, bring in more whales and things like that. So that's our base tax, but right now we have it at 5% buy and 19% sell tax. So if you add it together, it's 24%, which if you add 12 and 12, it's the same. So no matter what, still the same. But the difference is a buyer that gets in at 5%, and then we lower sell tax to 12%, they actually give themselves a 7% tax break. But if you're a long-term investor like myself, I'm not thinking of that at all. because we're going to lower our taxes as we grow in higher market cap, because then you have more value and you don't need to use that much tax. Right now below $1 million, we think it's fair where it's at. And then as we grow, that will be reduced accordingly.
For those that are listening right now, please, the question is 19 right now currently, would that be the highest that you guys will ever have it for your sales tax?
Yeah, I would probably say it would be right around here, 19-20%. Again, this is just for the current circumstances with the market. Right now during the weekends, a lot of people sell for whatever reason. They don't want to hold, and that's perfectly fine. For us as a project for sustainability, we're switching it to the sell side instead of splitting it between buy and sell, purely to help us buy back, and keep that market cap around a decent range.
Awesome. Okay, so just to recap, you got 5% going to charity, and can you speak on the charities? Have you guys made any donation through these charities yet?
Yeah, it's on our website. So if you scroll all the way down, if you're on it, it says our donations. It'll say Save the Children, and then we also have links to where you can actually track the 2 ETH that we sent them through the blockchain, and then also the 2 ETH that we sent the Rainforest Foundation. So any donations that we do will be fully transparent. So bringing back to the trust name, any donations that we do are going to be fully tracked on blockchain. As you know, blockchain is open source and immutable, so you guys can track those donations. We also have our donation wallet on there as well.
Regarding the charities, does the community have any say in it, or is that something that you guys made the decisions yourself?
No, I mean 100% the community has a say in it. We've had quite a few community members recommend charities and things that we're looking into. Obviously with the name Doge in it, we do want to do stuff for some animals. I have two puppies myself, so I love dogs, and a lot of community members have shown pictures of their dogs and pets. That's how close we get. We tend to share a lot of personal stuff. So yeah, no, 100%. We're not set up as a DAO, but we've been contemplating doing something where we can, like a snapshot or a collab .land, something like that, where token holders can vote on certain directions that we want to take with those donations. But we're definitely all eyes and ears with our community, very close. So when people suggest things, we definitely take it into consideration. Some of the things we're doing now were mentions from either admins or from community members. So for sure.
Awesome. All right. Now, I heard you mention that you guys had done, I'm not sure if I heard it correctly, but you guys had done 120 BNB buyback and burn. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yep.
Okay. Can you speak a bit on it and how does that work? And I love the fact it's actually buy back and burn, not just buy back, because it's actually very crucial.
Yeah, because you could do buybacks, but then of course you could always dump those tokens. So burning them, to explain to anyone who might not understand what Seattle was just saying, is when you buy back, you're going to buy back those tokens with BNB, just like an investor would buy into your chart. But then of course that investor could always sell their bag later on. So by burning it, we're sending it to the burn wallet, which can never be retrieved. So we're taking it out of supply, which also helps with scarcity. And sooner or later, those buyback and burns will add up to where, it's going to create a supply squeeze, and, we'll shoot to the chart will definitely explode at a point. So yeah, buyback and burns, Wizard does not announce it. He doesn't say, hey, I'm going to buy back this amount at this time or nothing. Obviously, we're not going to give people exit liquidity. Typically, we wait for dumps and then, let them get out before we do anything. But we won't announce it or anything. So, we'll be doing our own thing. We'll be raiding, we'll be talking, chilling in the chat, and then Wizard and all caps will be like, yo, and we're like, oh snap. And he's like, another blah 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 burn, 5 BNB or 2 BNB burn. Then he'll share the BSC scam, and then we're all going wild and putting burn gifts and things like that. So over 120 BNB bought back and burnt, which is pretty wild. I've never seen a project do that. So there's quite a few never seen before things I've seen with this project, which definitely helps with my dedication and seeing that this project is a long-term project.
That burn bot Burn Wallet is the top wallet, by the way.
It is? Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. Let's see.
Pretty sure it's number one.
Well, it was, but Pancake is. But so as more supply gets bought, it's going to be the top one. Okay. So you have Pancake, which is our liquidity at 16%, and then the Burn Wallet is at 11.7%, and then a Max Wallet is 1.5, which is 149 million. So yeah, it's up there. It's definitely eating up the supply.
Brother, that's actually pretty awesome that Wiz just decided to buy back and burn without announcing. I think that's actually crucial that he does not announce it, but just react to whatever that decision is. He has to make that decision accordingly, whether that's from the chart or whatever it has to he needs to do, because sometimes when you announce that early, right, people can predict that and take advantage of that. So I think that's really cool.
Yeah,
awesome, brother.
I did that and it didn't work out well.
Yeah, I've seen it before. Yeah, I actually been in some projects that announced that, and it never works out well. Awesome. Now, you mentioned that the utility earlier that you guys going to have a podcast, correct? Could you speak on that more, Cease?
Yeah, so we want something that's a little bit more stable than Telegram and other platforms that are out there. As far as doing podcasting, the quality, the stream length. I'm sure you guys have had issues before on VCs. We've had audio issues and other things, having VCs. So we want it to be crypto friendly, like a podcast platform. It's still in development, so we can't give any of the juicy details. But I can tell you we're working with is it CloudTX or Cloud Chat developer, the one who's helping them. So we're actually in talks with him. Again, super connects us with a lot of people. So he was able to make us that connection with that developer without us having to go search and find someone. He already pretty much does exactly what we want. So we're considering a variety of options. But pretty much once that app is available, people have to get it. It will be branded by us. If there's advertising revenue, we plan on doing a rev share with holders, and of course taking a percentage of that, giving it to charity, but also injecting it back into our chart. So if you think of like PooCoin, how PooCoin is way down in the dump, the actual coin is way down in the dumps, but they make probably a couple million, probably at least a couple million a month. And none of that is going back to holders. None of that's going back to the chart. If you guys saw the chart, it looks pitiful. So we plan on changing those things. So once we do develop it and have more insight, we'll definitely provide updates. But that's pretty much how we plan to do it. And once we get going, Murda, which is also an influencer that backs us, we don't have to pay them. If anything, they're paying us because they've gotten 10 BNB donated from a project from us. They've gotten us free lifetime ads with the project and just from their connections. So unlike other projects who have to pay these callers or influencers to make a post and maybe support a little bit, we have them in our back pocket. And Murda, he's very well connected. 6ix9ine's old manager, current manager, I'm not sure. He knows Jake Paul, Logan Paul, Steve will do it from Nug Boys, Post Malone. He's got several pictures with A1 celebrities, A-list celebrities. So getting Tommy Chong on, we're going to get him on again soon. Like I said, we're trying to sort out his charity and then we're going to book him again. So hopefully sometime soon, maybe October, maybe beginning of November. We don't want to announce anything until it's cemented. But the point I'm trying to get at is that he breathes and can get celebrities as well, whereas other projects are going to have to put a drain on their marketing wallet, the funds that they're using to get these celebrities in, for one time really, and hope it blows up the project, or it's probably going to break the project. Whereas we don't really have to worry about that with the connections we have, the influencers that are in our back pocket. So once we have that app developed, they're going to do just what Tommy Chong did was, hey, 4 p.m., come join DogeTrust VC, come smoke with me, to his followers. And he also got Crypto Messiah to come aboard and smoke with him. Crypto Messiah was happy. We didn't have to pay Crypto Messiah. And if Crypto Messiah's prices, that would have been a huge dent in your pocket just to do that, So once we have that app, they're going to be promoting our app. And that's going to give us a lot of traction. So that's going to save us a lot of money on, marketing and pushing that app as well. So Yeah, we just got to develop it, and we're going to listen to our community. We're going to continuously ask for suggestions, ideas, and anything that we could possibly do to make our utilities the best. Especially on the charity side as well.
Awesome, brothers. Yeah, I mean, if you guys are able to get those guys on for completely free, I think that speaks volume with what you guys can do and what your community is about, right? Because to get those guys on for free, it takes a little bit more than just an ordinary average project or community, right? So that's pretty amazing. I mean, yeah, so I'm not sure. Well, developers who work with us before, they know this, but man, if you guys ever done AMA with us, we're not here just for the money only. At the end of it is that we are real investors at the core of it, right? We started the group, just a bunch of crypto enthusiasts looking for great people behind the project, looking for great projects to invest in. Once you're done with an AMA with us, you have our lifetime support. So pretty much whatever you want to post, let us know, right? As long as you guys are legit, honest, transparent, we will back you up 100%, right? So that's how it goes with us. We're just not here just to charge you every single AMA or every single post that you guys want to do an update. No, we're not that type of group, right? I know a lot of groups that do that. It's just not. We just don't do that. So I just want to let you guys know that. So you guys got our lifetime support as long as you guys are legit.
Awesome. Yeah, no, of course, man. I've heard that. And when we had our pre-meeting, like VC the other day, I had very good vibes from you guys. The fact that Mike went above and beyond, he even created our emoji. I was like, what? He's like, oh yeah, I was messing around on Photoshop and created you guys an emoji. So yeah, no, I definitely get that sense from you guys. Unfortunate, in this industry, there's so many callers, influencers, and groups that take advantage, and they will only post if you pay them. Which honestly I think is part of the reason why we're in this messed up space now, is because there's so much going on. They don't do any due diligence. So then there's crappy projects that get through, and then the good projects with the good working hard teams like ours and good communities. They're gonna say, oh well, we'll call you when you get back to a certain point in the chart, or this or that, and like we don't want that type of support. We're like, all right, well, cool, we're gonna do it on our own. So we definitely appreciate that, man. Any updates, anything that we have, we'll definitely make sure we forward to you guys, and truly appreciate it, man. That's where I think influencers are gonna have to do pretty soon, because this caller meta where you pay 5-10 BNB for this shitty post, it's a pre-typed up post, no emotion to it. And the only time they update it and they're excited is when it's X's. Oh, it's 10X, 20X, and they want to claim that. But it's really the team and community who gets it to that. No, a lot of callers are losing their value. So I definitely appreciate that. You guys providing lifetime updates. I'll KYC to you guys as well. I don't know if I shared that video with you guys, or I think I just hopped on VC, but I'm more than willing to KYC so you guys know exactly who I am. Come down to Florida, come visit me. I don't care.
Where are you from, brother? Where in Florida?
I actually live in Port St. Lucie, which is about an hour and a half north of Miami, Florida.
Oh, okay. Wow. I actually, a lot of people come from Florida. We've done, I think, a few projects. I think 4 or 5 projects that are based from Florida as well. I guess it is the crypto hub in the United States, huh? Miami, yeah. Around Miami area.
Yeah, Miami. They have a town called Brickell, and it's I think NASDAQ is moving there. There's a lot of financial companies that are moving there, and the mayor, they call him Mayor Bitcoin, or I think it's Mayor Bitcoin or something like that. But he's very very progressive with cryptocurrency, accepting cryptocurrency and pushing it. So yeah, Miami is definitely huge for crypto. I've spoken at plenty of events. Like I said, I have my company, DeFi Defenders, that we pretty much focus on keeping this space safer, and that's kind of how I stumbled across projects like this, is doing researching and vetting for finding projects, just like what you're saying you guys do. And I've spoken at many conventions and conferences down in Miami, West Palm, and things like that. So yeah, Florida's huge for crypto.
we get more of a clear directions on the regulations within the United States, right? So right now, that's the biggest thing right now is that a lot of crypto enthusiasts, like an entrepreneur like yourself, myself as well. I'm actually a real business owner in real life, along with every single core member in our team. Actually, we all have business in real life. So crypto is just our passion. We do not depend crypto for money. So we just do this for our passion. So that's why the group has become the way it is today. But yeah, like entrepreneurs like yourself, myself, we see the blockchain as the future. The thing that's holding us back right now is that the SEC regulations, right? Currently, they only consider Bitcoin as a non-utility, or what's the right word I'm trying to use?
Security.
Security, exactly, right? So everything else, you gotta follow the regulations of filing and regular stock exchange filings. So right now, that's the biggest challenge right now. We are actually working behind the scenes hard, trying to work around the regulations, trying to launch our first project ever, right? But those are the regulations that we have to make sure that we have to stay within the parameter of the SEC, right? Especially with ETH just came out, when they moved to power of staking, right? The SEC is considered as that's a security now, because investors are expecting a return when they do staking. So I'm not sure where the directions of that's going to go, but that's bad. That's like a setback from the SEC, especially for the people in the United States.
Yeah, it's definitely something that's going to get ironed out. I mean, I think we're still a long way away from it. The government agencies, a lot of them are just not prepared to or equipped, in my opinion, to deal with crypto. And to be honest, crypto is kind of too far gone for them to regulate all the way. I'm sure there'll be some sort of regulations and things that they put in place, but crypto puts power back into the hands of the people. So at some point they're going to have to accept certain things. It's just kind of where my thoughts are on it. And this is something I actually talked about at one of the conferences I attended, because that is something that people are, and this is 2 years ago, so a lot of people 2 years ago were thinking this is going to happen. So I think it's something that's going to take its time, before we, before they do anything drastic. There's definitely been some positive things as well recently, which I'm sure you're aware of, that have helped crypto. So
hopefully we get clear directions. It's a tough space because like us, we want to actually build a physical business, like a physical business in the real world and tied to the blockchain, right? And help with the mass adoption, right? But in order to do that, you have to be a registered legal entity, right? And I know there's a lot of projects in the United States right now that they can form an LLC and front it as something else, like whether it's a marketing agency, and you can actually work around it. I guess we could do that, but just too much BS that's involved with that, right? And you just never know. So hopefully we see some more progressive people in there, and really younger guys with tech savvy and really understand the blockchain, and hopefully we get that change soon. So with that, Steve, Crypto, great to have you guys here. If you guys don't have anything lasting to say to us, we're gonna take some questions from the community.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely looking forward to some questions. I guess one last thing to wrap up our introduction as far as DogeTrust. Like I said, time and time again, I've been in this position before. I've been in other projects. For those that just joined, I know we're at 200 participants now. So my name is Crypto C's. I've been involved in crypto since 2020. I got into FEG, SafeMoon, GMR, Bitrise very early, and I've seen what it takes for those projects to hit those multiple 100x's, 1000x's, and it all really boils down to community. So right now, like what we're really focused on is building the community. We're developing utilities after starting as just a charity token. So we want to do good, and we've shown that we're going to do good, and we definitely want to. To start with the community. We know that that's how you're going to get far, especially in this this climate, in these market conditions, you got to have a strong community. And like I said, we have so many people that are pushing alongside of us. And I guess the best description you could say, because I'm an investor still, right? I'm still an investor. I'm still investing. I'm not a paid team member. I'm here to make sure that the project does well. That's how we're all going to get paid, and that's how we're all going to do good and be able to help organizations like Lean Dream, provide costumes for kids for Halloween that are underprivileged, or save the children, things like that. So, we're not the ones to tell people, hey, buy, hurry up, or buy or cry, or none of that hype stuff. You'll never hear me say that. I will always say, hey, man, we're not going to stop working. We're going to keep on developing. We're going to keep on progressing. So definitely, I look forward to the questions. Feel free to join our community, get a feel for us, ask questions, do your research, see what we're about if you guys like us. I love this group, USA Crypto. Like I said, with Seattle and Mike in the private VC the other day, definitely felt like we made a connection. And I love what they're all about. I'm definitely feel like our visions are aligned as far as where the space has to go, and how they go about things. Not just calling out projects and then charging arm and a leg and then crippling that project if those calls don't necessarily bring value. But again, DogeTrust is here to stay, guys. It's a long-term project. You guys will see all of us, all of our admins, our team pushing. So we definitely want you guys to come check us out, and look forward to answering any questions that you guys have.
Very well said, brother. So with that, Mike is going to come on, and he's going to read off some of the questions from the community.
Yo. So yeah, touching on what you just said there too, one of the most biggest turnoffs I could say is when you go into a community and like what you said there, buy now, cry later. That's a huge turnoff. You don't want to read that coming into a community, and then all of a sudden, like 90% of the community is pushing that way too. That means 90% of the community is not out doing what they can be doing for the project. Pushing those shills, doing everything they possibly can to help their own bags in a sense as well. I hear you on that one, brother. So taking some questions. Before I hop into some of the text questions here, I always like to ask the community. If you want to ask your questions instead on voice, please feel free to unmute yourself now, and just don't open talk another.
Hello, guys.
What's going on, Ripper?
I'm good, man. Actually, I just have a simple question. I just want to know if token holders have the right to participate in the governance of the token.
So I was touching on that earlier. We're not set up as a DAO, but we are planning on possibly using something like Snapshot or Collabland, which can verify token holders' holdings through their wallet, and then get special privilege to a group. So that's something we're definitely considering. Right now how it's done is this: our community is open and people suggest things. People DM me, people DM other admins, and we definitely take things into consideration. But any major moves that we're going to make, decisions we're going to make, we're going to always ask our community. So we definitely want to look at a way to tokenize our community, since we're not set up as a DAO for governance.
Okay, but do you guys have plans to spread the charity to other countries, like some countries where poverty is really affecting people?
Yeah, so I'm based in the US, but Wiz and Diamond, they're based in UK. But we actually had this question the other day. We just did one with ICF Indo Crypto Forum, and they're asking us about international communities. So yeah, we're here for doing good for everyone. We don't think the only place that needs help is USA. If anything, there's tons of countries out there that need more help than the USA. So yeah, save the children. Obviously, that's about kids. So kids of any color, nationality are definitely high up on our list. We definitely have a soft spot for that. Rainforest Foundation. The rainforest is based in South America. So we're definitely interested in helping international communities. And Ripper actually DM'd me. I'm not sure if you know anyone. We're looking for like small charity organizations across the world. Some people have DM'd me, but I can't tell who's scammers and who's not. Like to donate some. They want us to donate some rice and some other things in exchange for a video. I'm not worried about the video or branding for DogeTrust, but I want to know that they're legit communities that we can help, because we don't want to just save up, our BNB and pay out large donations to make it look good or sound good. I mean, we're down with $100 here, $200 here, $500 here, and actually doing good in multiple places. So if you have anything in mind with that question, definitely shoot me a DM, and we'll definitely look into it, how we can help communities that you're in contact with or in touch with.
Okay. Wow. That's great. I really love the way you explained that. But is there like a VIP access to get high percentage of profits when using a social platform?
Is there VIP access for profits? What?
For high percentage of profits?
Are you talking about? That would be, I guess, in regards to our app. So right now we don't have any details. Like I said, we just launched 3 weeks ago. We just started discussing building new utilities about a week and a half ago. So we're working out the fine details. We're talking with developers. We're seeing what's possible. But obviously, if there's an advertising model that we do want to give back to our community, we want to give back to our holders. But it would probably be similar to something like staking, where the more you hold, the more reward you would get, type of thing. So it would be tiered access depending on how much you hold in the project, and of course, we're always going to give some to charity as well. So we want to reward those who believe in us. We want to reward our investors, because at the end of the day, this is an investment. But we are a charity token as well, so we're going to make sure we take care of people at the same time.
Okay. Thanks. Actually, I just have one more. Can you please just explain in details the funding aspect of this project?
I'm sorry, I lost you after details. Explain the details of what?
Funding aspect of the project, please.
I'm not understanding.
The funding aspect.
I'm missing that one too there, brother.
I said the funding aspects. Where does the fund come from?
The funding aspect?
Yeah.
The funds, just like any other crypto, funds come in from investors, but taxes then split that up between the charity, the marketing wallet, and then also liquidity. So, as far as funding, it's through the protocol. We've had some outside funding as well. Like I said, Super Connector and Murder Murphy are influencers that are in our back pocket. They've gotten a 10 BNB donation from one project just for working with them. Nothing that we did for that project. He did work as an influencer. Instead of him taking pay, he had them donate it to us. So we've got some outside help as well. But generally, just like any other crypto project, self-funded. There was no private sale, pre-sale. It was 1.5K stealth launch. So outside of that, it's primarily within the ecosystem where we're raising funding.
Okay. Thanks. Thanks for answering my question, guys. Great being here. Thanks, man.
Yeah, not a problem, man.
Appreciate that, River. Anybody else got a question they'd like to ask before I jump into some texts? We can go swing back to that, if anything. All right, first question for the community here is reading that DogeTrust was developed based on the Web 3.0 blockchain, which is a decentralized ecosystem based on the blockchain, and that is inevitable trend is in science and technology development. So can you tell us, what is your core value of DogeTrust, and comparing to the other related projects, what will give yourself the competitive edge in the space?
Giving ourselves a competitive edge, like I said, the success leaves clues, like I said, and I've seen this in many other projects. So the competitive edge really is just I'm starting with the trustworthiness, the honesty, the transparency, which is that right there separates you from 99% of the pack in this space. The hardworking teams. I know you guys know a lot of teams that aren't so hardworking or pushing and just kind of lazy, and they, a lot of them let projects die on purpose to drain marketing wallets and things like that. So we're gonna have that competitive edge purely by doing what's right. And it sounds simple, but a lot of things a lot of things that you can succeed at in life are that simple. They're not easy, but they are simple, you know? So simply, we're going to build our community. We're going to be one of those armies like Doge, like SafeMoon, like Feg, and all that. So starting with community first, and then just like I said, what I've already said with the hardworking team, we're going to continue developing. We're going to continue to strive. We're going to continue to innovate. For us just launching 3 weeks ago and us developing 2 utilities already, I mean, there could be several other things. I know myself being in this industry, I know there's several things that need to be solved. And that's what a utility is. A utility is solving a problem. Like the reason why you go to a doctor generally is because you're sick, the reason why you would go to a mechanic, your car isn't working, so all you have to do really is solve a problem and you have utility. And with the minds that we have in our community, the amazing people that we have in our community with ideas, I could see us innovating several utilities that could help propel us towards that end goal. But our best asset is our community, and that's where we're really building right now, and that's what we're looking for. We're looking to build that community, even if it's one person at a time. If we can touch one person at a time and have them see what we see and join the ranks and join the rating and join the shilling, that over time is gonna build up, like I've said before. So our competitive edge is knowing what helps projects succeed, the 1% or less than 1%, and that's what we're going to focus on. What I've said pretty much this whole AMA.
Well said, brother. Know what you want and never stop working for it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, same person. Next question about the Launchpad. Let's see. As a decentralized platform, what kind of securities will you be offering to your users? Will you be offering KYCs and audits in-house, or will these be subbed out?
I'm not sure where they heard that. There's no Launchpad.
10-4. I was going to say I didn't hear nothing about a Launchpad on that one.
No staking, no Launchpad, no. The utility stops becoming a utility when every project pretty much just includes it just for sticker shock. So we would not focus on utilities that have, in my opinion, no use. No Launchpad.
Perfect. Next question is from David Johnson. Is about your audit on your contract there. Who did you use, and did it go through vigorous testing, I should say, before it came live?
Wait, repeat that? You said game live?
Before going live, your smart contract there, what kind of testing went through? What's that? The test net right there, and what was the audit company used for the contract?
Actually, there was no audit. I know Wiz had done testnet or tested through the testnet, but we are actually talking about getting an audit now. So that's something that we're looking forward to. But as far as our dev being doxed, I know Diamond is doxed, and then I'm KYC. So as far as audit, we're still looking forward to. I think we're looking at Coinscope or Sniper. I forget what the other one is, but that's something that we're looking to get complete in this next week. Again, we're still young, we're still early. It started off. I don't think they envisioned it was going to go as crazy as it did from the beginning, but a lot of things have developed since then. So we're definitely looking at making sure security and everything is up to par with an audit. So as of now, we don't have one. We have obviously the free audit service like Block, Seifu, and things like that. The only things in the contract that needed to be there for a stealth, which was blacklisting. So outside of that, we'll make sure that we get something. I would say the next week or so, have an audit company audit the code.
Hey, Steve, sorry to cut you off, but it looks like somebody had just forwarded the audit to the room. Now, is that incorrect by Interfi?
Oh, actually, I thought we didn't have one. Let me make sure. You know what? We had a what's the word? We had a really bad website at first that I ended up doing. And I think it was on there, but it was like a really low grade website. So I do actually think I was on there, and that needs to be added to our website. So unfortunately, I misspoke on that. And yeah, I guess we do have an InterFi network one. I'm looking at it right now as well. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we have InterFi network audit. So apologies about that.
It's a lot better than we thought. Perfect, brother.
Yeah. Yeah, it does show the blacklisted. So yeah, actually, I do remember seeing that. But again, my job is more so on the marketing side, advising side. But yeah, no, I'm glad that we already have it, because then that crosses that off the list. I thought we did have to get one, but that is it's already done.
Perfect. Hell yeah. Well,
real quick,
Go ahead,
real quick, 'cause I see the text going off. Season needs his own token. I got my own token, man. It's DogeTrust. This is my home. I'm not going nowhere. So.
There it is. I like it. All right, jumping back to the question here. Oh, actually, now InterFi, that's a good audit company, by the way, too. So that's good to see that. Let's see. Adoption is one of the biggest challenges for the blockchain projects these days, especially in the sensitive and volatile period. So what are your team's strategies currently and in the near future to push your vision to the next, top 50 or 100 cryptocurrency in the world?
I think that kind of boils down to pretty much everything we've already been talking about. Just continuously progressing, being innovative. When I think of cryptocurrency, I think of technology. So I very much think of it as a new rising company within NASDAQ or the tech world. How did Uber come to be? How did Facebook come to be? How did all these tech companies come to be? It's by continuously being innovative, pushing, creating that culture from within, which is our community. But yeah, at the end of the day, crypto is technology, it's software. So that's what we need. We need to solve problems. As long as you solve problems, you create utility. Then people don't even necessarily have to utilize your token, so to speak, in order for them to benefit from the utility you're providing. But if you do your utility correctly, it's then going to benefit your ecosystem and benefit your token, benefit your holders, and benefit your vision. So I think being in the top 50 to 100 tokens, you can go on CoinMarketCap and really click into them and look at all of them. They're all very innovative for the most part. Of course, you got Doge, which was a meme. But outside of that, you got things like Anchor. You got one of my favorite coins, Seller, which is an interoperability token that has massive utility. Cross chain, that's pretty much what you need to do. Is you need to continue. You don't need to think that you have everything figured out. You need to continuously grow with a new emerging industry. There's so many things to fix in this industry. It's insane. You look at other industries that are still innovating after all these years, automotive, going to electric and things like that. We're dealing with the world's money here with cryptocurrency, which is obviously the world's money. Think about that. It's the biggest industry. I'm a Forex trader, and that's trillions of dollars per day that's traded. And to imagine money switching over to cryptocurrency, obviously being the largest industry in the world, you're going to have to be innovative. You're going to have to look for new fixes. You're going to have to look for new technologies and things to actually take you to that next step. So short answer: be innovative and hardworking, and that's definitely what we are. We're going to continuously strive forward and be innovative and find new ways to solve problems.
Very well said, brother. Touching back on your charity here, so how involved are you guys with the charities there? Is it just like a donation thing, or do you guys actually get to hop on a chat and actually talk to these guys?
So as of right now, it's just been sending. We sent to Eat to Save the Children. I believe Wiz did talk to them, and then also Rainforest Foundation. Those are fairly large organizations, but I'm actually in talks right now, and this is a little, I guess, insider, I guess you could say. I'm in talks with a company that's already involved in crypto and helps with charity, but they're not tokenized. They're not, a cryptocurrency, so to speak, but they see the power in it and how it can help, provide charitable donations and stuff. So I'm in talks with them on how we can work with them and make, donating cryptocurrency easier to charities that don't currently accept it. So can say that much on that aspect. But also like this new one here, Ween Dream, which is a program based out of Louisiana that helps underprivileged kids. That could be kids that are, less fortunate, have gone through a traumatic experience, have lost their parents, whatever, and they can't afford Halloween costumes. So we're actually in direct contact. I have the number for them. We're going to be matching another project's donation to them. But the goal here is yes, definitely reach out to these charity organizations, form relationships with them, and not even just us donating. We want to get other projects to donate that may not even be charity projects, to help, spread the word of how blockchain can be used for good. But yeah, we're definitely looking for charity partnerships, and we're also looking for like I was telling Ripper, we're looking for smaller charities, ones that we can make a real impact on that aren't, backed by huge organizations. Like, we're not going to donate to Red Cross, Red Shield because 30-40% of that is going towards expensive, this, that, all that stuff, executives. We want to directly put that money into people's hands. There's this one charity that I personally, I'll make sure that we'll do something with in the future. It's similar to water.org, which is run by Matt Damon, but smaller. But what they do is they actually put a GPS monitor on each drinking well that they install. So you can actually see how much water it's helped the people in that area. You can track it, and, you can actually see your money, your money affecting these communities and stuff. So, we definitely want to make sure we're making impacts with these charities.
I love that too. Yeah, just on like what you said there, needing to connect with some of the smaller charities. Like you said earlier in the AMA, how you were donating to the Halloween costumes. That really touched home with me. Halloween is, my family's and everybody's around here's favorite holiday in the Northeast. So really touched that. So I really love that.
Definitely. I'll DM you their website. You can go right on the PayPal if you want to contribute something yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. Send it on over, man. I love that. So we were very thorough in this AMA. A lot of these questions have actually been answered by your brother. So it was pretty good. Let's see. I think that's about it. Every one of these were pretty well answered there. Anything you want to leave us with, brother, before we switch it back over to Seattle here?
I guess to the new investors, to the skeptical investors, to the scared investors in this current market, if you find a team or a project that is pushing, that's hardworking in this space right now, in a community that's growing and is not worried about the chart, is constantly pushing, is worried about positivity and uplifting others and doing good, I would stick with them. And that's not even just talking about DogeTrust. There's a few other projects right now that are building in the bear market that are good. And if you find those, like, as someone who has been in these big projects, 100x, 1000x, it's not common. And those are the projects that are going to be, that you have the higher percentage chance of getting those massive gains. So, again, during this time is where you see those projects shining. You're going to see the hype. You're going to see those projects that come every single day. I can't tell you how many projects I've seen that don't even last 24 hours, 48 hours. Here we are 3 weeks later. And not only are we lasting, we're developing, we're building, we're on these AMAs, you start to see things like that pick up on it. That would be my advice to not only the new investors, the ones that are scared right now, the ones that are pulling investments out of this to put into this, and then, diversify your portfolio. Don't chase things, because then you're never going to get that 1000x. It's not going to happen overnight. There's very, very, very few projects where you'll get 1000x overnight. If ever, the percentage is really low. So that would be my advice with the current market conditions.
Very well said, brother. All right, man. Well, if any questions were left out here, or if anybody wants to ask anything, be a last shot here on voice. But other than that, be sure to join over to DogeTrust Telegram and ask any questions that you'd like to get asked. And obviously the team here is very well all over you, so they'll get those questions answered right away. And I'm going to kick it back to Seattle, bros.
I appreciate it, Mike. Appreciate all the questions. Great job, C's, articulating yourself. I think you represent the project very well, brother. And as you can see, looks like the room, they're doing that backslash or whatever that thing's called.
Yeah, I don't know what they call
it. They want you to have your own token there, but this is his token, guys. So chill on that.
Exactly, man. There's a reason why I decided to insert myself here, and the community's family, man. There's no chance in hell. Like if I was to go do that, then and take distraction away from this project, even though like I'm an investor, of course I could do other things, but this is my home. You know, these are my family members. These are people that I care about. You know, people that like we say goodnight to each other, good morning to each other. Someone's going to go eat, enjoy your food. Actually, one story real quick before we get off. Crypto Cord's son bought some crypto the other day, and he was like in the chat, he's like, "Oh, that's my son. He just bought in." And our developer Wiz was like, "Hey, tell your son to check his wallet," in all caps. And I seen it. I was like, "Hey, tell him to check his wallet again." And I think a few other people sent them, and you know what I mean. It's just it's a family vibe. So there's no way in hell I'm gonna turn my back on this community at all. You know, we've grown way too close to each other, and like I said, morals to me are worth more than money. You know, to some people they're not, and that only gets you so far. And if it gets you far and you make a lot of money, guarantee you're going to be unhappy, and karma will get you at some point. So I like to sleep. I like to sleep good, man. And this is not my community; it's our community. We've built it together, and we're continuously going to be growing it together. I'm excited for what's to come, man. Again, I'm not worried about that damn chart. I could send it a good bit myself, but I want everyone to be involved in it, and I want everyone to have a part in this journey. So.
Wow, that's very well said. And that's that's a testament to you guys and what you guys have done. Beautiful story with your son there, Crypto Court. How old is he? You know, it's actually a great way to introduce young guys or just young kids in general to the crypto, right? With, of course, with guidance, right? But I think it is the future. So that's amazing to see that the community stepped up and, donated a little bit to him and for him to get excited about the coin, but just the blockchain alone. So that's awesome.
Yeah, he's 16, and I was showing him the group chat, and he said, "What is this here?" And I said, "That's the buy bot. Whenever somebody buys, it posted in the chart." He said, "So if I buy right now, it'll post there." And I said, "Yeah, So I gave him some BNB, and he went on Pancake Swap and did his thing, and it popped up. He said, "Oh, that was pretty cool." So I texted it in the group. I said, "Hey, this is my son. I'm thinking about doubling his DogeTrust wallet." And Wiz said, "Send me his address." And several other people did. I can't remember who exactly, but yeah, they did more than double his wallet. So that was, this is bigger than community. It's family, like C said.
Exactly.
Amazing story, brother. So with that said, guys, so usually what we like to do is we like to raise awareness to your Telegram as well. We like to, send people there to protect your community and say, great AMA at USA Crypto Group. Is that something that you want us to do?
Oh yeah, for sure, man. We're all about partnership and helping each other out. I'm glad for you guys to have us here. I'll definitely recommend any other project that asks, where's the best AMA? It's going to be here with Seattle and Mike. You guys have a great community and very receptive. I see we're over time and we're just kind of chilling. It's kind of like how we are in our community, man. We're just chilling.
Yeah, exactly, brother. We don't really have a limit, really. We just go with the flow, and we're great. We're really appreciative when we're a project like you guys, good people like you guys come through, right? We're not here for the short term. We are crypto enthusiasts. We love the blockchain just as much as you guys do. So I think it's very crucial to have that long-term relationship, right? Because at the end of the day, just like with anything, you cannot build anything by yourself, right? If you want to do something great, it's got to be with a great team, great people behind you.
Exactly. 100%, man.
Yeah, I just want to say again, man, appreciate you guys being here. And you guys came across very honest, very transparent, and it seems like, the community loves you guys as well. As you can see, they want you to own your own project, but this is your project. So exactly. You guys are welcome to come back anytime you want. Anytime you guys want. Just let us know.
Definitely, man. Would love to update you with some of the stuff we got working on once we get more solidified things for sure. Well, you guys will be the first ones that we will reach out to.
Perfect, brother. So with that said, we do have some giveaway, and Johnny is gonna write, tell you guys to join their Telegram, say great AMA, and Mike's gonna go there and pick a 25 winner. But I want you guys to really go in there and be part of the community. It seems like they have an amazing community over there. So make sure you just not go there just to win the prize, okay? Ask questions, be part of the community, learn about the project, learn about more about crypto C's, learn about crypto core. Seems like you guys, I gotta say, you guys come across one of the best communities we've had for an AMA in a while, and I appreciate that. So Mike's gonna do the prize round right now. So good luck, everyone.
Definitely, man. Appreciate it.
100%. I definitely enjoyed that AMA. Definitely could have, kept us rolling for another hour if we had more to talk about.
Right.
All right, man. Well, we got one for the wheel here, guys. Like always, it'll be a $25 winner tonight. You know what? Let's do two tonight. We'll go two off the wheel. I'm gonna hit shuffle up a couple of times.
Great. Oh, how much are you doing?
We're doing two $25 winners on the wheel.
Double that. Make it 4, and I'll pay for it.
So, all right, 10-4, 4 off the wheel.
Yeah, just send me your wallet. I'll send you BUSD.
Will do, brother.
Guys, thank you so much.
All right, go ahead. Let's click this. The wife was clicking it here. Who's it going to be? Lana Poppy, won yourself $25. Congratulations. Let's get the next one rolling. Green Tea. Congratulations, another $25 winner. Seattle's been gunning for this one for a long time.
I'm trying.
It's only been like a year and a half, I think.
It's getting there, man. Crypto Island, no $25 winner. Congratulations. All right, let's grab this last one off the wheel. I'm also going to try and pick the best question that was asked tonight, too, for another $25. And Plant 6, that is it for the wheel tonight. Congratulations to you four for the community. And that's going to wrap it up for us. And I'll have all the – where's my window here? There it is. I'm going to have everything all posted and pinned very shortly. C's, it was an amazing AMA. Cord, appreciate it, brother. I'll have the recordings over to you ASAP as well with, like I said, the YouTube recording link as well.
Awesome, guys. Well, I got to run, so appreciate everyone showing up today for an AMA. I've seen a lot of new faces here, and I've seen a lot of familiar faces as well. Great questions. Straightforward project. Love the team. Love the community there. Take part of it. Mike, again, thanks, brother. And I'll see you guys in the next one.
Thank you, Seattle. All right, guys. Take care. We'll see you on the next one.